check on some things. Taruk! I feel like I should shorten that intro just a tiny bit. Ooh, my keyboard like switched to the colors of the game somehow. That's kind of cool. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit weird, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it a little less weird for today's stream. Because for some reason, this game takes up like this much of the screen of my monitor. So it's like this tiny, tiny little box in my giant monitor. And I don't want to have to like lean in really deeply. Hey Reaper, how are you? What can I do? I don't know why the resolution's so small. Can I... Sorry, let me quit the game first, and then let me put a little fun background so you're not just looking at black. And then I'm going to try to mess with the launch settings. I think sometimes people put like -W 1920 -H 1080. I think that usually works. Let's see that. That's what I did to the game yesterday, and I was able to shrink it. So let's test this out. That did not do anything. Okay, so let's try the other setting. I'm good, how are you? I'm still a little bit congested. Still working. Oh shit, I deleted this. The second I finished the game yesterday, I deleted it. So I can't see. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second while I try to find this parameter again. Screen width. Parameter. Okay. Let's try that one instead. That looks like a little face. It does look like a little face. If this doesn't work, I think I'm just going to have to deal with it being a tiny, tiny little screen. Okay, I'm going to have to just deal with it. Alright, let's just play. Pilgrim Adventures presents. Play intro. F1 is game options. F12 is resets game. Alt enters full screen. Should I try Alt enter then? I won't be able to see. I won't be able to see chat. Escape access menu and inventory. Scotland, November 1945. I should get rid of the starry background so it's not distracting. My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce and rightful heir to the Dunshiel house. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. feel like he should have, if he's an heir, he should be more, posh. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of Dunshield House, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I can't bear to be in that hellhole for too long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. So how old is he? Like 20? I thought if he was being disinherited, his father would be like in his 70s or something. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Bloody hell, George. Who has been responsible? Oh, sorry, is he... Am I supposed to give him a British accent? I think I found a little workaround. I'm having the OBS preview be my, main screen that I look at, and then I play on the tiny little one. Bloody hell, George. Who has been responsible for maintaining the gardens? Used to be Big Jack Willis. He's been dead almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't do much on my account of my bad back, though. My sister hasn't offered to help you, then. Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir. I know, George. It was a joke. Very funny, sir. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshield. Homecoming. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into two categories, items of evidence and weapons. That sounds like a good workaround, especially with the ability to change the size of the preview screen. You will only be allowed to pick up two objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. 2 objects? After dinner, you will have the chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish, and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning will succeed. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat? Of course. Yes, take this blasted thing off me. Wait, oh, I'm here? Who's that then? You're new, aren't you? Sophia is my name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you have never visited before. Just what are you trying to say? Whether or not my family is in my own... Whether or not I visit my family is my own business. I would expect your better manners from a servant. Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Aaron. It was not my intention, I promise. You are here now, and I'm sure you are eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library on your left, and your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right. Your sister is upstairs in her room, I think. Okay, so he just insulted her, and now he's gonna flirt with her? What would be most in line with this character? I feel like it would be this one. But he also seems like he despises the help. So I don't feel like he would flirt with them. Maybe this one instead. But no. Gotta break them down to worry about them. Alright, Tarek, for you. For you. Where can I find you, my pretty? And what if I want to join you for some pleasant company? Oh, I will be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when the dinner's served. I gotta walk around. I have to click with the mouse to move. Okay. What's this door? That is such a cute little icon. Even now, the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. You have too many bad memories of this room. Was he abused? Hello, Father. Your father remains silent for several moments, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it is a quiet and bitter tone. You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here? To see you, of course, Father. Happy birthday. It's obvious why I'm here. I wish to put all that unpleasantness behind us, and wish you a happy 50th birthday. Happy? You honestly think this is a happy day for me? Another day when I can watch my life's work crumble into nothing. Another day to see our bloodline slit its own throat. You know how to make me happy? Move back to Dunshield. Take your proper place and do your damn duty. I don't know. This seems a little too forward. You have let me to live my own life. It's too late, Father. I have my own life now. My own home. My own job. Damn them both to hell. Do you think your pathetic little life means really anything? You are the lost of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that? Everything. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline as a child. Oh, you beat me plenty, I remember. You gave me dozens of beatings, Father. I remember every single one of them. Did you ever consider trying another method, perhaps? Not for a moment. You were always a snide little weasel. The best I could do was to beat some of it out of you. You should be thanking me for it, not trying to condemn me. I think I've heard enough from you. Get out of here. Can I play the dog? Your father's best friend, a hunted dog named Beastie. The dog looks at you for a moment, then walks away when it realizes you have no food. What's this? Get away, boy. That chair's for the dog. Okay, so I understand why he wants to kill. What's this? This is a hefty tome of Bruce family history. You feel sleepy just looking at it. There's nothing here I can grab to incriminate anybody. Who am I killing? Am I killing the dad and then trying to blame it on the sister, or trying to kill this sister? How do I get into these rooms down here? Thanks for the hydrate to it. Ooh, the wild archidaks. So this is the dining room. The wooden side table is currently empty. Is this the kitchen? Walking into the pantry, you begin to salivate at the promising scent of roast beef coming from the kitchen beyond. What's that? You find nothing of interest in the drawers. On top of the cabinet, however, you find a blue box marked rat poison. I think this is what I'm going to use. Are you sure you want to take the rat poison? Remember, you can only pick up 2 objects. What do you guys think? You know what? I think I should explore more before I pick ends. Do you eat tacos on Taco Tuesday? I do not. Probably should. I like enchiladas more. Oh, okay. So these are doors I can't see from my side, but I can still click. Is this the parlor? Reaper and I both got it. You should have used the Ultra Law Torque. How far does it? So, Eric, you finally managed to make it up here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here just to cause trouble. Wait. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, seem really innocent and nice to the mother, and then kill the father, and frame the sister. I'm here to make amends. No, Mother, I'm not here to cause trouble. Quite the opposite. Oh? My Taco Tuesday. Our family has been dysfunctional for a long time, and I have to take responsibility for that. For what it's worth, I apologize for any stress that my behavior has caused you over the years. I see. You forgive me for being a little skeptical about the sudden change in your attitude, Erin. Damn, she's on to me. However, if we can get through today without any trauma, I would appreciate it. Have you been to see your sister yet? She's been going through an unusually difficult time recently. Dear Lord. Will she be okay? You sound worried. Do you think it's serious? I've not seen her this bad in a long time. Do you remember that summer when she... with the razor in the back? What is wrong with this family? Yes, I remember. That was the last time I remember seeing her like this. So yes, to answer your question, I am worried. Anyway, you should go and talk to your father, if you haven't already. Wish him a happy birthday. And at least try to sound like you mean it. You don't need to make any phone calls. Glance over your shoulder to make sure your mother isn't looking. The red book on the desk says diary on the front. I don't know about the diary yet. Let's just keep looking around. Oh, basement? This is the groundkeeper's cupboard. George seems to have left it open. Among the various household tools, you spot a thick length of rope. Strangulation is certainly a tried and tested method of murder. Let's leave the rope where it is for now. Okay, so my 2 options right now are rat poison and rope. The dusty old wine cellar is where your father likes to practice billiards. The laundry room is next door, and beyond that is the servants' quarters. A billiards cue belonging to your father lies across the table. This could certainly serve as an unorthodox murder weapon. Take the cue or leave it for now. I feel like it's the hardest thing to transport. Thanks for the contribution, Toruk. Your father always keeps an impressive amount of wine stocked in the house. That explains the abuse too, I think. The antique map of Kansas City is a gift to your father from one of his distant cousins. An offshoot of the family set sail almost 100 years ago and remained there to this day. If I know. Okay, so we're killing the father because he's an abusive asshole, and to take the inheritance money. I want to be very clear that that's the primary motivation. Because we're framing the sister, so. Find nothing of interest in the maid's supplies. There's nothing of interest here but wet laundry. Motivation is always money these days. What are all these things? Nothing interesting in maid supplies. 2 pairs of shoes with a broom. Broken in two, it might be a useful weapon. I don't know, this is kind of weird. Let's see, like, actual kitchen. Who are you? Oh, that's the groundskeeper, right? Oh, hello, sir. What can I do for you? You seem quite distressed about some. Best method, kill everybody, be the last instant. You seemed quite distressed about something. We do. Well, I'm sure it's nothing you should trouble yourself with, sir. Your concerns are my concerns. Come now, George. We've known each other for many years. If something's troubling you, I want to hear about it. If you insist, sir. Ever since the new maid arrived, I'm feeling like I'm being nudged towards early retirement. She's obviously being trained to become the new housekeeper. She's taking over my responsibilities one by one. Try discussing the matter with your mother. It's no use. She hasn't been herself lately either. But please, don't trouble yourself about it, sir. Sir, I probably shouldn't have said anything at all. What's wrong with my mother? In what way is she not herself? Ever since your sister's condition has become worse, your mother has become rather cold and withdrawn. Your sister has gone through difficult spells before, but has never affected your mother quite like this. There's a darkness I have never seen in her before. I should say no more. Please excuse me, sir. I don't think I should touch his stuff. Broken mirror sits upon the maid's desk. Odds are that it belongs to your sister, and the maid has been hiding it here after accidentally breaking it. Why would you guess that? A shard of glass from the mirror would be a poetic murder weapon. Okay, this is probably what I'm leaning most towards right now. Okay, so let's head back here later. Okay, so you do have to go room by room. I can't just click on this door and get the transport there. Okay, where's this? Why is there a room just for China? There's nothing in this old lectern. An assortment of family records and heirlooms are contained within this ornate glass cabinet. Oh, flashback. I don't know. Of course you do. Use that head for once, boy. Great Uncle Thomas? What initials do you see on that silverware? CB? And what kind of half-wit spells Thomas with a C? I don't know. Well, I do. It's the kind of half-wits that's standing next to me. Now, which of your ancestors owned that silver chalice?
You get this wrong, boy. There will be serious consequences, boy.
I'll say one thing about my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. None of these books interest you. Oh, what is this? Grandfather clock? This ornate lamp is of no use to you. This is my own room. Your parents' room has not changed in years and remains a frozen time capsule of a childhood you would sooner forget. You get down on all fours and peek underneath your parents' bed but find nothing there. You go through the wardrobe but find nothing apart from clothes and your mother's excessive collection of jewelry. It's only once you slide the top drawer open that you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. The shiny barrel almost calls out to you. Guns are certainly noisy but efficient weapons. It's too difficult to use a shotgun, I think. Everyone's gonna hear it. I won't be able to arrange the murder scene. So wait, so where's my... Oh, there's my sister here. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, casting the... Looks like it's stable now, so I'm gonna continue. Find a pair of silky garments with her initials embroidered on the inside. Planted in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. I was about to tell you disconnected, but you're back now. I didn't have to even switch to the Wi-Fi this time, it just like automatically fixed itself. Okay, I think I have to have the undergarments to be able to frame my sister. My brain's not fully working right now, so that's why I'm like having some trouble thinking. Just feeling a little like out of breath and congested and stuff. So I will take the undergarments. Yes, I'm sure. I think with the undergarments and the mirror shard, I think that's like a slam dunk, but we'll see. Perhaps you take the undergarments and close the cupboard. Perhaps a plan is already beginning to form in your mind. Haha! I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat? It takes a rat to smell a rat. My, do you have a keen sense of smell? Have you noticed my scent? Perhaps you are the rat here. I am nothing like a rat. Filthy, filthy creatures. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him? Oh, how he squeaked, such great pain for such a little creature. What is wrong with this family? What did you want to talk to me about, little rat? Mother seems very worried about you. Mother says your condition has been getting worse. When it comes to money, people are always fucked up. My condition? What condition? I don't have a condition. You want to have me sent away, don't you? Well, it won't work, I won't. I'll tell you. Go away. I don't want to speak to you anymore. Okay. I think I have everything. Let me check the third room. It should be mine. Wild Pupitar! Tell, Reaper. It's a Pupitar. Reaper, there's a Pupitar in chat. Okay. I I'll tell her after I catch it. Step inside your former bedroom, now a simple guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown on a bonfire knowing your father. What's that? There's at least one item of yours remaining in your former room, your old fencing sword. Hang on, is it smarter to make it very obviously my sister that killed my father? Or should I make it look like my sister is trying to frame me by putting my things there? I don't feel like he has the IQ to be able to pull that off. At least it's a weapon with which you are very well practiced. Leave the sword. Don't have time to sit around and dig up old memories. His wardrobe is vacant and bare. We all got it! And Todoroki got a something else as well. I think there's not as much to explore as I thought, so I think let's just head straight to grab evidence. So you do one of two things: make it look like it's obviously not her, or kill her, have it be a suicide at the death of his father, or make it look like she was killing her father and then die trying to kill him. I don't have to kill the sister though, and it seems like we have good banter. I'm sure we're equally as cruel to each other. Take the broken glass. Are you sure you want to take the broken glass? Remember, you can only take 2 objects. Yes, I'm sure. Take the sharpest piece of broken glass and hide it on your person for later. Again, a bell invites me. This time to dinner, it seems. Dinner is served. Sophia, could you come here a moment? Yes, Mom. Pour me some wine. Yes, Mom. But, Madam. Oh, what is it, George? I must protest. It has always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner. Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense, what does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic. I... I said I would try to so it can't be the first one because I said I'd try to look good in front of the mother. This seems a little confrontational. But I don't know, the whole family seems kind of like that though, so maybe it can't be this one or this one. This is a deep betrayal of the groundskeeper, though. Oh. This one's funnier, though. He just wants to look down your dress. I'm afraid George just enjoys the view while pouring the wine, Mother. What? I never... I've noticed him staring at your breast on many occasions when he does it. Jennifer's too. That's a lie. Oh, damn it, she didn't believe me. Remember, gotta make sure you have allies though. Fuck, I fucked up then. I fucked up. Aaron, please, don't make up such stories. I don't know where you get the nerve, boy. Don't worry. I don't believe this for a moment. Thank you, sir. Interfering little rat, is he, Daddy? Yes, he is. Why can't he ever keep your mouth shut, boy? Perhaps I did speak out of turn. I apologize. You're right, I'm sorry. I must have had too much wine myself.
You'd better not let it happen again.
Sophia, would you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer. I just wanted to say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie. You're too kind, miss. Of course I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usual after dinner. Which one's the drawing? Is this the drawing room down here? Oh, you're so good to me, sweet thing. So very, very good to me. Okay. I don't know. I think I'll just skip this storyline. None for me, I'm full. I won't have any, thank you. I couldn't eat another bite. Well, you weren't offered any, so there. Please, Jennifer, let's all try and be civil. Anyway, let's not forget why we are here today. To celebrate your father's birthday. Such a very important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Doing the deed. Okay, so now I have to kill him. Now is the time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room, select the items in your inventory. When you are ready, enter the drawing room and do the deed. Wait, but the drawing room is the sister. Aren't I trying to kill the father? How do I get the inventory? This is a weapon, not a piece of evidence. You may need it. Wait, have I been... Was I wrong this whole time? I was supposed to kill the sister? Oh, I need to plant evidence? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna plant evidence of the father having... You don't particularly relish the thought of carrying these around in your pocket, but needs must. The sister. You're gonna plant this evidence in this room. Yes. After some consideration, decide to tuck the item into the bookshelf between two dusty volumes. Surely the police will find it there. Yes, apparently. You see Jennifer staring out of a window ahead of you. Lost in one of her strange moods, she hasn't noticed you enter the drawing room. Now is the time. How do I just type this? Choose the murder weapon. Broken glass. Your sister cries out in suspense and surprise as you grab her from behind and you quickly muffle those cries with one hand before pressing the shard of glass against her throat. She struggles valiantly as you cut her throat open, and you manage to hold her in place until finally she goes limp. You drop her body to the ground along with the broken glass. It's time to leave this room before your deed is discovered. How's upstairs? Looks like the deed has been discovered. Good evening, everyone. I am Chief Inspector Winston Lewis.
I understand this has been a difficult time for your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here while my daughter's killer is out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we have found no evidence of forced entry and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible, then, that the killer is in this room.
What? No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector.
Perhaps it is, however. In order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first?
This is the library, isn't it? Oh, no, the library is over there. Oopsie. I suppose so.
The interview. Thank you for joining me here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure it won't take long. Before we begin, I would need to search your person. Best to get these formalities out of the way.
Is this really necessary?
I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out of the way.
He's checking me out, isn't he?
Now that that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview. As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present at the house at the time of your sister's death. We have also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we'll run through all your activities since your arrival. The maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock, and you greeted her at the door.
And she greeted you at the door.
Sophia told me you seemed quite abrasive at times during your conversation with her.
The journey had left me in quite a bad mood. Yes, that was unfortunate, but I had been through a very long journey. The weather in particular had me in a foul mood, and I felt very bad about my behavior afterwards.
Well, I think I can understand that. I can understand this foul weather either. The maid says you made a rather inappropriate remark of a sexual nature towards her. This leads me to question your character, I'm afraid.
I shouldn't have done it. I think I have to deny it. Complete rubbish. That never happened. She's lying. I would never do such a thing.
I see. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlor. She told me you were unusually cordial. Something about wanting to apologize and make amends.
I was being sincere. Yes, I wanted to clear the air between myself and my family.
I see. Do you think it is slightly suspicious that you wanted to reconcile after all this time?
No, I don't think so.
Very well then. She says you briefly spoke about your sister. Apparently you seemed quite concerned about her well-being.
We were worried about my sister might attempt suicide. My mother and I were concerned that my sister might try to take her own life, as she had attempted once before.
She had she? I would take a note of that. You went to see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated.
Actually, I thought the conversation was quite civil. I didn't think it was heated, relatively speaking.
Really? Apparently, even your mother could hear voices from the parlor.
Liar.
You discussed the prospect of your moving back to Dunchiel. You refused to do so under any circumstances, I understand.
Wild Bramblegast. Of course, I've already made a life elsewhere. My father fails to accept the fact that I have my own life now. I can't just move back here. Sometimes I feel like when I'm trying, then it breaks. But if I'm just doing it, then it's fine. It's weird.
Of course not. That's completely understandable. Let's discuss your conversation with the butler. You spoke about your mother's recent moods, yes?
Now that I have to double down on throwing the butler under the bus. I was just afraid of his impending retirement. I was worried about that my mother was about to force him into retirement. Which, to be honest, would probably be for his own good.
I see. Did you speak to your sister before dinner?
Yes, I did. I went to her room to see her.
I see. And what did you discuss with her?
We discussed her illness and her obsessions. Oh my god, poor Turuk. Or actually, you got the Pupitar, at least. Just not the Bramblegast. We discussed her illness and her obsessions. We spoke about her condition. I was aware that she was going through a particularly difficult time.
Did she seem distressed to you?
It's all good, I'm fine with not catching everything. Yes, you could say that. She was not in a good place, mentally speaking.
I see. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand that during dinner you made an unseemly accusation towards the butler.
Yes, and I regret having said that. I was only trying to make trouble. I shouldn't have dragged George into my family's problems.
No, you perhaps shouldn't have. But at least you're unwilling to admit that. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream?
Upstairs. My own bedroom. I was in the guest bedroom.
I see. Thank you. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. The search did not turn up any items, which gave me cause to suspect anyone in particular. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The broken glass seems to have come from one of your sister's mirrors. We found the rest of it in the maid's room. We have established that you have been to the servants' quarters that evening. Shit. However, we can't rule out suicide, especially given your sister's mental condition and her obsession with mirrors. It's all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you, Mr. Bruce. Your behavior this evening has given me cause for suspicion. I'm slightly curious about the maid, but I doubt she was involved in this. The possibility of suicide must be considered, although I'm personally unconvinced. Now, as for what happens next, I'm going to ask you to accompany me to this station for further questioning.
Damn it! He didn't see the underwear? Am I under arrest?
Not currently, Mr. Bruce, unless you want it that way. It is possible that an inquest may return a verdict of suicide. We'll see.
As the only person to be taken in for questioning, you tried your best to convince the police that your sister had committed suicide. However, the police soon discovered that you had an obvious motive to what your sister did. From that moment on, you were the prime suspect. The trial was a long and difficult one. Finally, the jury found you guilty of the crime. You were given a life sentence for the murder of your sister and would be spending the rest of your life sleeping behind bars. In your dank little cell, there was nowhere to hide or to escape when the nightmares when they came. The deed itself had taken possession of your soul, and perhaps that was her final revenge. I lost. Well, there just proves that we cannot trust the Keeper to be the mastermind behind killing somebody. I just need another go. This is try number 2. Let's skip the intro. Let's just go through the mansion. I don't want to read too much that I already read, so I'm just gonna... acting busy. Thank you. Okay, so that way she'll think I'm a nice person. I don't know what I did wrong, though. So, okay, so what's the motivation behind killing my sister again? I guess so, because it wouldn't let me kill the father. Unless I have to pick a different weapon to kill the father? I guess we'll just see what happens. One of your mother's prized candlesticks sits at no. Is there alcohol here? The table is empty. What am I supposed to poison? Or do I have to wait for dinner for that too? So let's see what happens when I take the undergarments, but the rat poison. Okay, and then this time I cannot accuse him of being untoward. Oops. What? How dare you insult your mother? For some reason in this game, if you click outside this box, it selects whatever you currently have. So you can't skip the dialogue too fast. I wouldn't mind some of your hotcakes, hotcake. Oh no! Oh god. This is even worse. Bad. Okay, let's just see what happens. Okay, so I still have to enter the drawing room with the rat poison. Maybe I'm supposed to frame the maid. Under the maid's pillow. That ought to be quite incriminating. She hasn't noticed you enter the drawing room. Now is the time. Red poison. The silent weapon of an intelligent killer sprinkled over the cakes on the table, easily mistaken for the frosting of sugar. Having added a generous portion of your special topping to the cakes, you step back in the shadows and watch to make sure she eats them. Sure enough, she turns to the plate and devours two of them in quick succession. The poison works surprisingly quickly. She begins to choke. Her skin turns green. Finally, she falls to the ground in front of you. You examine her body to make sure she isn't breathing before placing the container of poison on the desk. The deed is done. It's time to leave this room before someone discovers it. 20 seconds. Why do I have so much more time than when I use the glass? Oh, that background music is a little loud. How's that? Is that better? Looks like it's the same volume now. Maybe I should tone it down just a tiny bit. Like that? Much better, I can understand you. Okay, let's see what happens now that we try to frame the maid. Why can't we kill the father, though? I'm pretty sure this cutscene's going to be the same. The questions later. Okay. Did you speak to your sister before dinner? No, I did not. No, I didn't see Jennifer until dinner. Probably have to pick the rest of the family. Pick off the rest of the family to make it so that you're the sole heir. Maybe. But you could also use the Slayer rule, right? If you could frame it on the sister and the father dies, the inheritance would go to you because she would have been guilty. Looks like my frame rate is down again. Hopefully it fixes itself. Very well then. Let's move on to the events that took place after dinner, during dinner. Apparently you made a comment about your mother's drinking habits. I just wanted to get under her skin, that's all. I'll admit I was trying to stir up trouble. There was nothing else behind it. Any particular reason? Not really. My family and I just have that sort of relationship. I see. Apparently you made a rather lecherous comment towards the maids. I might have made a light-hearted comment. I was only making a joke. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I see. Well, you should probably consider your words more carefully in the future. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you? Upstairs. I was in the guest bedroom. I see. Thank you. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. The search did not turn up any items which gave me cause to suspect anyone in particular. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The poison had been sprinkled upon some cakes which the maid had prepared. Of course, your sister may have done this herself. It was a suicide. If it was a suicide, it's all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behavior this evening has been particular, I find no cause for any significant suspicion. I did it! I am slightly curious about the maid, but I doubt she was involved in this. Why? Now, as far as what happens next, you can go for now. I'd appreciate it if you did not leave town. I may have more questions for you later. Yay. What? I still lost? What? It's Wild Sorlix in the chat. What? Is there a way to actually beat this game? I don't understand. Okay, I gotta read. What the what the heck did I do wrong? Why did the detective not suspect the maid? I'll Reaper, you're the only one that got it. Someone else said that they framed the father. Okay, someone else said they framed the father by putting the whip in the sister's room. I need to stop clicking so fast. Go back to a sex thing. Or like an abuse thing. Where was the whip? Was that in the library or their bedroom? I feel like I already looked all these places though. I really feel like the shotgun's the worst one. Because people are gonna immediately run to the room when they hear it. Where's your father's whip? Is it in the library? You could almost make it a suicide with a shotgun. That is true. Oh, here's the thing. Take the leather tawse. And then plant that in the sister's bedroom, I think. And then how do I... Where was the rope? You think I should use the shotgun? Let's just see what happens when I use the shotgun. Or was it in here? No, no, it was in the bedroom. I just say if you don't succeed this time, then use the shotgun next time. I'll use the shotgun this time. Wait, what? Did I not take it? Oops. Wait. Oh, it said something that I didn't read. There's no way to conceal the shotgun on your person without raising suspicion. Oh, if I want to use the shotgun, I have to keep the coat. Remember that for me. Okay, so I have to skip the dialogue carefully this time. Are you going to let George get away with this disobedience, Mother? Of course not. You and I will have words after dinner, George.
Yes, madam.
Why do they always say I'm interfering? Okay, be very careful not to click. Oops. Not to click too quickly. Okay, I should plant the belt in my sister's room. You decide that your sister's wardrobe is the ideal location to plant some evidence. The police will definitely search this room thoroughly. Holding the rope in both hands, you creep up behind your sister and pull the noose over her head. She gasps and begins to struggle, but you hold it tight around her neck. It takes some time before she finally goes limp. You let her drop to the floor, with the rope still around her neck. Someone might have heard the sound of the struggle. It's time to get out of the room. Three, two, one. Sounds like my deed has been discovered. Okay. Where was I? Upstairs. In my... Yes. Do you know who it belongs to?
Do you know who it belongs to?
Yes, it belonged to my father.
Interesting that I should be kept in your sister's room. Was your father ever violent towards your sister? Let's just say he was never one to spare the strap. I see. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The rope used to strangle your sister came out of the butler's cupboard, which I generally keep locked. Suicide is a possibility. She may have tried to hang herself and the rope came loose, causing her to fall to the floor. It's all very I don't think I did this right. There is a question or two regarding the butler, but I personally don't buy it. Too cliché. What happened? What happened? Although the inspector harbored suspicions about you, you were not brought in for further questioning. Your father was taken in for questioning and initially became the prime suspect, but it was determined that there was not sufficient evidence to lead to an arrest. You had not gotten away with murder, it seemed. However, you had not given them sufficient reason to suspect anyone else either, and your father harbored suspicions of his own. Some years later, you were surprised to see his obituary in a national newspaper and horrified to learn that he had given his estate and possessions to a trust organization. You had committed this foul act for nothing, and now there was nothing at all to give you comfort in the long night when the demons of your past came to haunt you. Should we do the shotgun now? I got away with it this time. I just didn't get the inheritance. I'm having a lot more fun than I thought I would. Jeez. Play murder is fun. Oh shit! What was the reset? Oh shit. Game crashed. Give me a second. I forgot I had to keep the coat on. Sorry. I just wish it was a little bit more open, because I really feel like we should be able to murder the father and frame the sister. Oops. No, I think I will keep my coat. Are you sure, Mr. Evan? It looks so through. Quite sure. You're new, aren't you? Okay, oh, this is old. I've been busy. Okay. And now I'm going to take the shotgun. But how do I frame somebody else? Am I supposed to put the father's belt in the murder room? There's a wild Burmy in chat. Where's the belt? Shoot, where was the belt? I think it was in here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh no. I'm not paying attention. Put the father's belt around her neck and then use a shotgun? When your father used to beat you, he never even repeated the old cliche. This hurts me more than it hurts you. There's still time to decide to plant evidence before you do the deed. You decide to quietly place it in the desk drawer while your sister's back is turned. Your sister doesn't seem to notice the audible clicks as you turn off the safety and aim the shotgun squarely at the back of her head. You know your father always keeps it ready and loaded. As you pull the trigger, the kick surprises you, but your aim is true enough. The shot impacts the back of her head and blood sprays. You drop the shotgun on the ground. Someone will be here very soon. You don't have much time to escape this room. You can't go that way. Hear the maid coming. Damn it, she's going to see me. Did you hear that, Mr. Aaron? Okay. So apparently if you use the shotgun, you get very little time. Okay. Let's see what the questions are. She told me that you refused to give her your coat, and she found that quite peculiar. I wasn't sure how long I would be staying. I thought I might have to leave soon. In this weather, Mr. Bruce, that seems quite unlikely. I note that you did not stop to chat with either of your parents as you arrived. This strikes me as particular. It's true. I was too focused on, Okay. So that's what I have to do next time. I have to, like, actually make small talk so it doesn't seem... Makes me wonder what else you were doing that was so important. Did you speak to your sister before dinner? Okay. For her own good, she needed to. I felt I had to say something. I thought she had been drinking far too much. Do you think it has anything to do with her difficulties in coping with your sister's condition? Almost certainly. Interesting. Apparently you accused your sister of making unwanted advances towards the maid. Well, someone needed to talk to her about it. I felt I needed to call attention to it. She was just embarrassing herself. So your sister had strong feelings for the maid? Yes, very strong feelings, but I'm not sure the maid knew anything about it. I see. Now I need to understand your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you? I can't lie and say I was upstairs or in the basement, because the maid saw me. East wing. Dining room. I can't lie anymore. Or I could say I was in... I can't say I was in the pantry because the maid was there and she will say that I wasn't there. Wait, what's the pantry versus kitchen? I'll just say dining room. I was in the dining room.
Yes, the maid mentioned seeing you in there, but it does put you quite close to the scene of the murder, I'm afraid. As I said earlier.
Okay.
The shotgun which was used to murder your sister was owned by your father. Obviously, he knew how to use it. However, this could just have easily have been a suicide. It's hard to say. It is all very interesting. Your behavior this evening has given me cause for suspicion. Damn it! While there is some suspicion regarding your father, I don't regard him as a serious suspect. Damn it!
Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm just gonna keep this a pretty short stream. But now I really, really want that inheritance. Yeah, go out with a bang. She'll be coming and going at the same time. Okay, we gotta put the dead spell around her neck this time, probably. So, how do we do that, though? And we can't choose where we plant the evidence. So I have to make small talk with the dad and the... Or maybe I only have to do that if I keep the coat. I don't know. I will consider it if my sister is put into care. There has to be a way to win with every method of killing. It's true.
Oh, and what were those expectations would those be?
Firstly, I refuse to suffer your daily insults. You will learn to be more decent toward me. Secondly, I want my sister put into care where she belongs. I cannot live with her insanity for another day.
You would like that, wouldn't you? You obnoxious little shit, selling out your own blood.
Those are my terms.
Well, you know what you can do with your terms, that nerve of you. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were.
If you can't be civil, I will take my leave. I see you are determined to be impossible. I think we had better end this discussion now.
You are the impossible one, boy.
Okay, blah blah.
Now it's over. Get out of here. Okay.
Am I still framing the father, or is there a better suspect? When I tried to frame the maid, it didn't work. Maybe I try to take note of what else is around. Was there anything in the parlor, maybe? Almost every single time, it's always been the father as a prime suspect. Even if you haven't given very much evidence. Okay, so that's what I need to do. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. Whatever do you mean? I have no idea what you mean, Mother. I'm here to celebrate my father's birthday, that's all. Will she be okay? You sound worried. Okay. Okay. Is there any other evidence I can plant? And where would I plant stuff? Oh, you can take your mother's diary. Why can't I read it to find out what's in it before planting it, though? Okay. And then here there was the rope. Here there was the billiard cue. I definitely feel like I need to use something of the father's to kill. You think I should try the billiard this time? Because this is just rat poison in there. Dining room. This is pantry. Oh, you have to go through the pantry to get to the kitchen. I never went into the kitchen. Oh, hello. Nothing notable in the fireplace. Nothing notable about the barrel. Is there something I can do for you? I want to ask about your time here. No? How do you deal with my father's temper? What's it like working for my insane sister? How do you deal with my father's temper? Does he give you much abuse? I wouldn't call it abuse, Mr. Aaron. He can certainly be a very demanding employer, but there's nothing wrong with that. I'm very grateful to have this position. I'm sorry, I must get back to work now. I'll ring the bell when dinner's ready. A sharp kitchen knife. If I wanted to blame the maid, maybe I have to use the knife. But I do want to frame the maid at some point. What did I just grab? Wild Perigee. What'd you say? Almost no. I think that she was just suggesting that the father has an appetite for maids. Should I try the billiard cue? Do I have the belt? What else can I frame with? I feel like if I used the undergarments and then kitchen knife, I should be able to pin it on the maid. And then for the mother, I think it must be the diary. I don't know what the murder weapon would be, though. Rat poison, maybe? What am I doing? Alright, this time I'm gonna try the belt. Yay, we both got it! Oh, Reaper didn't play. Oops, shit. This time I think I'm gonna try the belt and the billiard cue. Let's just see what happens. And then next go, I'm gonna use the undergarments in the maid's quarters and then use the kitchen knife. She's almost asleep. Wait, what happened? Oh. What should I use as the murder weapon then? I think I messed up this playthrough. I picked up the belt. I was gonna try to frame the father, but now I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Because I don't know what weapon to use. Let's see, shotgun, rat poison, rope, billiard cue. But I can't use the shotgun or the billiard cue because I didn't keep my coat on. I could. But then I feel like the detective's gonna ask, like, how did someone get the rope? Oops. Shit. You know what? This whole playthrough's messed up. So I have what? The rope and the belt. Right, whatever happens in this go around, the next time I'm just gonna Try to frame the maid, and then that will probably be my last one. Later, he went to speak to the maid again, which is curious.
Why did you decide to visit the kitchen?
To make sure my family was treating her well. I had some concerns about the way she was being treated. My family can be hard on the new staff sometimes.
That seems like a good reason. I understand the two of you spoke about your father and his temper.
Yes, I wanted to be sure she wasn't abusing her. My father has a vicious temper. I wanted to make sure he wasn't making her life miserable.
I see. Has he always had a temper?
Yes, always.
Later on, you had a conversation with your mother and Gloria in the parlor. She said she spoke about your sister. Apparently, you seemed quite concerned about her well-being.
Go with the abuse. Of course it did. My father was an irritating man. For her own well-being, of course. I had her own best interests at heart. She belonged in care.
You may be right, Mr. Bruce. However, you seem to be the only one who felt that way. What? Did you speak to your sister before dinner?
Upstairs, my own bedroom. See, the rope was used, which was used to strangle your sister, came out of the butler's cupboard, which is generally kept locked, I believe. A verdict of suicide seems unlikely, I'm afraid. So am I gonna get arrested? Oh, yeah, I thought so. You had sufficient motive to kill your sister and you were arrested. I feel like it's so much easier to kill the father and then frame the sister than the other way around. If only that was an option. Okay. Last playthrough. Take your coat. Of course. Been busy. Thank you. Okay. I'm here to make amends.
I've often wandered down to dreamy Chinatown, the home of King Ali. It's fine, I must declare, but I am going where I can see the real thing.
Dinner's about to be ready. I will ring the bell to call everyone. Dinner served. Okay. So first, to the maid's quarters. Under the maid's pillow. Head out here. Up the stairs. Kitchen knife. Wild Temple. Okay, let's see what happens now. It's being sincere. Do you think it was slightly suspicious that you wanted to reconcile after all this time? No, I don't think so. My father always had a temper. Did you speak to your sister? No. My family always treats the servants poorly. Where were you? Upstairs, in my old bedroom.
The knife used to stab your sister in the back came from the kitchen, making the maid a suspect. It was all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you, Mr. Bruce. I can find no cause for any significant suspicion. While there is some suspicion regarding your father, I don't regard him as a serious suspect. Why would that? I am slightly curious about it, but I doubt she was involved in this. Why?
I'm so confused when I can't, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but no, that's not fair. I did everything right. Okay, time to raid out, guys. Let's see who's here. Is there anyone playing this? No. I'm just gonna raid someone random.